Today we are talking about the two newest MrBeast videos that he has posted on his channel. Both basically entail a contestant staying in a enclosed space for an extended amount of time to win money. One of the videos was stay inside this grocery store as long as possible and I'll give you X amount of money per day. The newest one was stay inside a, once again, small enclosed place with another person for X amount of days and you'll get X amount of money. And a YouTuber by the name of August the Duck made a video on this too. And I just want to give him some credit to bringing some light to the situation, because I'm not saying MrBeast is a bad person or I'm not saying anything negative about him in general, but I do feel like, a lot of people agree with the fact that these videos are getting a little strange, a little riding on the edge of cruel, because at what point do you draw the line of people trying to make money? His videos used to be pretty fun, simple challenges, and I'm sure he will still make videos like that. But there's a little bit of a trend with MrBeast and other big YouTubers just making videos that, once again, quoting August here, are more of experiments than actual, YouTube videos, more than just entertainment. It's turning more into like a documentary style thing versus a family-friendly video / almost like a show that MrBeast has been trying to go for the last couple months, even like a year or so. And that's just kind of the trend of the industry right now. All these big YouTubers are just turning their videos into more of a, like game show, almost like just like a show in general, something you would see air on like Netflix or like a streaming site or even cable back like 10-15 years ago. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I do feel like with more attention coming to YouTube because of these creators, they have to step up their videos every time, and they have to switch things up. Which if you have a channel as big as MrBeast's, I don't think you're gonna have a problem getting views if you make 10 videos of basically the same thing. But at that point it gets stale, and then it does kind of ride onto the fact, like I was saying earlier, it kind of turns into more of like a game show, which I don't think MrBeast wants to kind of label his channel as one thing, you know what I mean? So he kind of has to turn it into like a variety channel, and these new videos aren't even like a new topic. He's been doing this stuff for a while. He started out with himself. I've been subscribed to MrBeast for a while. One of the earliest videos of this type of genre that I can remember was when he stayed underwater in a pool for as long as possible. Stayed underground in a coffin as long as possible, so on and so forth. And it seems to be that he's profiting off of his own and other people's suffering, whether or not it's actually very noticeable or direct or not. Because if you look at the video where the guy has to stay inside the store for however long he actually stayed in there, he was suffering at the end. He hadn't seen the sunlight, which is super dystopian or super abusive for a human to go that long without seeing the sun. I feel like it's a really weird choice that he was made, or that MrBeast made. And the fact that in that video and the one where the two contestants had to stay in the same room for a while, like 100 days or so, one of the first things that they talk about is, wow, I haven't seen the sun in a long time. And another point on the newest video he uploaded, the two contestants were in that room and they had like fluorescent light shining on them the entire time. It seems like a subtle form of torture almost. They were complaining that their eyes were burning and stinging at the end of the day and they couldn't get sleep. And I feel like maybe there needs to be some suffering for these videos to do well. And maybe Jimmy sees that, MrBeast sees that, and tries to capitalize on that. But also, I feel like if they weren't complaining about a basic need of sleep or sunlight, they would be able to go in and compete longer, which realistically means that there's two routes here that you could take. You can have the contestants, the people you're filming, suffer for a shorter amount of time and could potentially be more entertaining, or the route where they're having fun but they stay in there longer. And it seems like these YouTubers, multiple of them in fact, are just trying to blend the two of them. And I just feel like it's a little strange, and we don't know what Jimmy's going to do in the future, because who knows a year from now what his videos are going to turn into. What happens when they have someone, go as long as they can without food for $100,000? It starts to, there's going to be a line that's going to need to be drawn here very shortly before things start getting, quoting August the Duck here again, just weird in general. And I feel like it's really important to keep things in the realistic realm just so people can relate to the videos more versus, this is like not even realistic at all. How is this something that I would enjoy almost? And another thing I'd want to touch on that doesn't quite follow the main topic of this video was the fact where MrBeast brought in a mystery box for the contestants to give up some of their money to buy. They decided not to, and inside the box was 50 grand, which what he was asking for the box, and 2 Tesla car keys. So basically they would have made money, right? But they decided not to. And the contestants were really upset about this, and he just decided to come back and give them all of the quote-unquote surprises offered them throughout the video for a price that he didn't tell them. They had to kind of estimate it, and if they were too high, well, that sucks. Too bad, so sad. You got to waste your money. Or if it was too low, you don't get any of it at all. And in this deal, there was another mystery box, but inside of it was not the same stuff as the mystery box before. It was 2 Hot Wheels cars. That sounds a little weird, doesn't it? Why would you bait these people into thinking that there was something that they really wanted? They were upset of not getting before, and it was just a cruel prank, you know what I mean? And the rest of the items that they received were almost necessities that they should have had in the beginning. Being able to turn off the bright ass fluorescent lights, being able to just have sleep. And it seems like he, once again, is profiting off of human suffering, which, if it's a lot or a little bit, it doesn't matter. That's still a really weird thing for a YouTuber to do. And yeah, that's all I have to say on it. Thanks.